Yo, I'm back with another video, man. Make sure you guys watch this video all the way through. This is going to be a banger. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do. Make sure you follow me on my social media. My Instagram is Large Cup and my Snapchat is Burritos or Die. That was perfect timing. But yeah, make sure you follow me on there. This is gonna be a banger. I want to make sure you guys watch all the way through. I got like one of the little ASMR mics too, like voice sound crispy. You feel me? But yeah, I'm back with another video, man. This is gonna be a video like on 180 waves and everything. But make sure, man, This is gonna be like a different type of video that I'm doing that I want to introduce. But yeah, make sure you watch all the way through. But basically on Snapchat, I was asking like, hey, what type of videos would you guys want? And this was the question I got, was kind of like how to work on weak sides by Kai, and then Jaquez LaFlame said how to connect your waves. So you already know I'm about to go in detail. I'm about to go in depth. I'm about to give y'all the fire. I'm about to tell y'all how to do the 180 waves thing because that's just how it's going to be. So first off, you already know I got a Torino Pro. Torino Pro is always in my hand. I have a Royalty too, but I don't know. The Torino Pro has a better pull. You know, it's a little bit more smoother. I don't know, man. It's ice. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. That's what I like. So got my Torino Pro. Right now, I haven't really been too focused on my waves right now because I'm wolfing. I want to make sure I get some content for you guys. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, I'm wolfing at this point, so I'm not too worried about my pattern because 180 waves, you have that leverage. You don't have to worry too much about your pattern on the top because this is just on the top. But basically, what I've been doing is make sure my hair is healthy. That's one of my biggest things. That's why my hair is shining right now. And or if you notice on my videos, my hair is like always like has like a nice shine to it, is because I make sure it's healthy before I put in like a crap ton of grease, or I don't take my do-rag off, that type of stuff. And I want to make sure I wash my hair properly. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go watch that on how to wash 180 waves, so I give you in full detail about that stuff. So I'm all about making sure my hair is healthy as long as wavy, because I don't want dry waves, and then I know you guys don't want to see dry waves. So basically, that's all you got to do, is just make sure your hair is healthy. So once I make sure my hair is healthy, man, I also been trying out biotin. Biotin works really good for me, and everything. It's just if you take biotin, you have to take care of your skin extremely well. So keep that in mind. If you are taking biotin, your skincare has to be immaculate. It has to be perfect. But yeah, I make sure my hair is healthy. Been using biotin and everything like that. Make sure I wash, as I said before. And the biggest thing is I'm consistent. I'm consistent on my whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever routine I got, I make sure I stick with it. Right now, I'm putting olive oil in, and as you can see, it even made my hair more shinier than what it was. Olive oil is just, it's just, I always say this, man. Like I always say, olive oil is what you need, but it really is what you need. Like I'm not gonna give you guys bad stuff. It doesn't matter what brand too. It doesn't have to be the exact same brand. I think that's a TCB one. I still have it. I have not ran out of it. But yeah, as you can see right there, it's just, I think with the biotin and the olive oil, the waves are just coming in flawlessly, and they're growing as well. My hair is getting longer, so I'm able to maintain my waves for a longer period of time and not be worried about if I'm over curling or whatever like that. So you just want to make sure you are on top of your routine. You want to make sure that you are following all the wave rules. To make sure you have a good brush, make sure you're brushing for at least an hour a day, make sure you have a good do-rag, all that stuff, and be consistent. Even if you're in school, you're tired or like that, just get a brush session in. Go to the bathroom real quick. There's nothing wrong with that. Go to the bathroom, get a good brush session in. Make sure you have your brush everywhere. I'm not telling you to leave your books at home, but if you forget your brush, you need to go back and go get it, or you need to have one in your locker. You need to have a brush in your locker if you're in school. Like, simple, period. You gotta have that. Like, it's no excuse for you not to have a brush at all times. Another thing too, I would recommend for you guys is to figure out if you like the hard brushes or you like the soft brushes. That's one of the main things I had to learn, was get a better brush first. But I had to figure out more consistently what length of my hair is best for me. Like, what length do I like it at? So once I figured that out, then I figured out what brush I need to have on me at all times. And generally for me, I'm always gonna have like a medium brush because my hair isn't too long to where I will need a hard brush, but it's not too short to where I will need a soft brush. So this break that down to you guys. I really want to tell you that. And then another thing too, what I really wanted to get into is your hair is going to look different at different stages. So this is why I have like 3 videos of my waves, is because at every hair stage is different. So every stage I'm using either a comb or using a hard brush or I'm using a soft brush. It changes. So that's what I'm telling you. You always have to have like at least a hard, soft, and medium brush, because your hair is going to grow. Your hair is not going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just think about that. Before you get a cut, you know, your hair is going to be different after. So your hair is different pre-cut and post-cut. So just keep that in mind. So the brush you was just using isn't going to have the same effect once you cut your hair off. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it that way. Like, just stay consistent too, and don't get a cut too early. Like, if you know you haven't been brushing your hair and you get a cut, we gonna see that you haven't been brushing your hair, man. Like, just on that. But I just really wanted to show you guys on the top. As you can see, my hair is a lot longer on the top left, and I'm combing more, so I use a hard brush on that. Then in the middle, my hair is a little bit shorter, so I'm using a softer brush, so that way I'm not like damaging my scalp or, you know, losing, you know, all my progress because of my brush is too tough. And then the bottom right, my hair is long, but it's laid down better. So, you know, when you're woofing, if you're trying to get to a bigger or deeper waves, you want those perfect flawless waves for the wave check. You gotta make sure that you woof. So you're gonna need a hard brush at that point. But this is perfect. As you can see in the middle, it's a medium brush. As you see on the top left, that's a comb, and then on the bottom, that's a hard brush. So it matters to have a variety. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said before, your hair is not always gonna be the same, and then you also want to figure out what you like. If you don't try like all the different types of brushes, you're not gonna really know what works best for you. So it's always good to kind of upgrade and like try this brush out, because you can ask all day long what brush works best for you, but if you never get it, you'll never know. So really want to get that out of the way. The question for the weak side. So when you're first starting on waves, you're going to have a weak side. Even when you are more elite, you're still going to have a weak side. It's just what it is. It's always going to be something you can improve. So if you're trying to work on your weak side, I would say is you want to strengthen up both hands. So if you're brushing, you're probably either left-handed or right-handed, right? So your weak side is generally your opposite hand. So to work on that, you have to brush more with the opposite hand. That's going to give your waves a better look. That's going to give your hair a better, you know, wave pattern, because you are getting more experience on the left side and the right side, which is going to make your hair better. So I would say work on that. The middle is generally easy. Most people don't have a problem with getting waves in the middle because they're, you know, you can brush at the top and just go down. But sometimes, you know, the left side or right side can be weak. So just think of it that way. And also the back, when you 180, you really don't have to worry about too much of the extra, you know, the back and the crown and stuff like that. That's up to you. That's all personal. That's all to like what you like, how you want your hair to be. But you really don't have to work on your crown and all that. That's why, you know, I like 180 waves, usually over 360s, because I don't have to put all that work in. And you know, I'm still able to, people still see the waves. They still see the deepness, you know, I'm still drowning people. So that's all I'm good at. I'm good for that. So that's what I'm pretty much focusing on. But another thing too, I really want to make sure, if you forgot or you know what I'm saying a lot, I know I'm saying a lot, just make sure your hair is healthy. Like, follow my washing tips, everything like that. Invest in some biotin. Try that out. Brush often, but make sure your hair is moisturized and healthy. That is gonna make you stand out. That's gonna make you win the wave checks, and that's gonna make you an elite waiver. So I'm out. This is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll be back with another video. I'm out.